Okay, folks, Andrew Boltbros here. Well, we got some transactions on this team again today. I think this team, after last week's loss, is really went back to the drawing table and decided to make a few changes. We signed another tackle to the practice squad and elevated and signed a player to the actual team this week. So plenty to talk about in this video, guys. It's going to be an interesting one. I've been doing a little speculating. I'm going to kind of, put my thinking cap on and kind of make some decisions on where this team is moving forward for this week's matchup against the Commanders. So plenty to talk about in this video, guys. Let's get into it. Okay, folks, as always, like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content. I'm Andrew Boltbros. So pretty interesting situation with the Chargers here right now. The Chargers, we did sign Foster Sarell to the active roster. So, again, you remember Foster, he was signed. He went to the Commanders. Commanders released him. We picked him up. Justin Herbert loves Foster, by the way. They are good friends. I think it's a big reason why he's on this squad. They are good friends, and they definitely know each other very well. Again, Foster Sarell has appeared in 36 regular season games, 3 starts between the Chargers, and he's been with the Ravens, the Commanders, and the Giants. I think he was undrafted by the Ravens. So, good to see him back on the active roster. I thought it was only a matter of time. Again, Joe Alt's injury, we don't know the situation there, but Jim Harbaugh talked about it today. I'm guessing, well, Jim Harbaugh just said it'll at least be this week. So, could be even longer than that. I think you probably got 2 weeks before Joe Alt comes back. I don't think they're going to try and rush him back at all. So I think they've got to make some decisions on how are you going to protect Justin Herbert. So I'm going to talk more about that as well, too. I'm going to talk more about the running attack. I'm going to talk more about the offense that we're probably going to be running a little bit moving forward, right? But Foster Sarell at least knows the offense. He was with us last year. He understands the situation. Again, with injuries last year, I think he even started the playoff game versus Houston, if I remember correctly. My point is, he knows the offense. It's not a bad situation, and I think he at least can step in and contribute immediately. So it's good that he's back on our team again. He's been with he started 36 regular season games. Postseason games for both postseason games for the Chargers. So. Again, he's already been elevated twice. They're probably just saying, all right, well, we're just going to keep him up here and not put him back down anymore. The other guy that they did sign, his name is Bobby Hart. Bobby Hart's 31 years old, so he's a little older. Drafted by the Giants in 2015. 7th round, by the way, 226th overall, starting 67 out of 95 career games. He's played with a lot of teams. In 2016, he protected Eli Manning. We all know Eli Manning. So pretty interesting, but he's from Florida State, started 37 games. He's been around a long time, right? So he knows how to be a tight end. He's a tackle. He's a big dude. He went back and forth from the Texans, the Titans, or not, sorry, Titans, the Titans, the Bills. Obviously, he's behind Josh Allen, Eli Manning. So he is a tenured tackle. So I think there's a lot to be said about bringing a big guy like this in, someone that can actually potentially move some bodies. I think it's a big part of the conversation here with the Chargers. And I think it's really an interesting discussion where I'm going to talk more about that here in a second. So let me just give you a word from our sponsor, and I'll be right back.
Have you heard about the Sleeper app? Well, let me tell you all about it. Sleeper is the best way to experience and connect over sports together. It's a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat on games in real life with other users. Get the fastest scores, blazing fast news, and alerts right at your fingertips. Play in fantasy leagues and win real money on pick contests so you can enjoy sports the way they were meant to be together. Download the #1 sports app today. Plus, you get a $100 deposit match up to $100 when you use code BOLTBROS.
Okay. You guys didn't know that wasn't me, of course. That was actually my brother, James. But use the Sleeper app, dude. I'm telling you right now, guys, it's absolutely amazing. So it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I use it all the time, and I'm dominating our fantasy football league. I'm actually 4-0. And James, I think, has lost every game he's played. No surprise there. Anyways, moving on. So again, signing another tackle, more meat on the line, tenderizing that meat. That's a big part of what we're going to do moving forward. Again, here's the big reason. I want to get into the crux of this conversation, right? Why all these big guys? Again, they're doing the best they can to bring on the most we have. Again, Austin Deckles is playing left tackle. he played okay, not great, but I do think we're going to start going to more jumbo formations. And I think that's really what they're setting up for right now. Okay, Justin Herbert. I've said this so many times. Justin Herbert on taking 26 hits in the last 2 games. It's part of the game. Playing quarterback, you're going to get hit. Guys, he is not going to survive this year taking 26 hits in 2 games. It's not going to happen. So this is why they're bringing in these big dudes. And again, who sees time on the field? Who knows, right? They are going to bring them in until they start fitting a system. I also think we're going to do something a little bit different as well, too. Justin Herbert, again, he is it. We lose Justin Herbert, the season is gonzo. Let's make that very clear. He is absolute gonzo. We know that. Look, this coaching staff knows that. So I think what's going to really happen moving forward, this is what I think. I think we're going to go back to the offense we did against the Chiefs. And I said this on our AFC West podcast that none of you guys were on, by the way. I did notice none of you guys were on there. So I'm just saying, be there every Tuesday at 3:30 Pacific time. But let me just say this. We are going to protect Herbert, and we're going to run the ball more. I think we got away from that last week against the Giants. I think if we just had run the ball a little bit more, I think we would have been fine. We've gone into this sort of spread offense where we're throwing the ball. Again, it's been very efficient. The numbers are great. I mean, almost a 70% completion rate on Herbert. But the reality is this, you're going to start playing against really good defenses. Really good defenses are going to stop those short passes. And that's what happened against the Giants. They did just enough to stop us. So we're going to start just rushing the ball a little harder. This is my opinion. And we're going to go more jumbo sets, using people like Conklin. Obviously, when Will Dissly comes back, we have Tucker Fisk. So adding another tackle or another tight end on each line as blockers, and then just slowly bleeding out as a potential pass catcher after the block has gotten past them. So they're going to help those people on the edges, right? Because obviously our tackles not exactly the best right now. I mean, Pipkins is doing okay, but Austin Deckles on the left side, I don't know that he's going to be that great moving forward. Again, he got beat quite a bit last time. So I think we're going to start running the ball a lot more. We're going to start running the ball more, and we're going to have fewer wide receivers out on the field. So you're not going to see probably KLS suited up. Of course, Darius Davis isn't out there right now. So I'm curious to see what they do on punt returns as well, too, having Still and some of these other guys run back. But you're going to see a lot more of Amari Hampton, and he's a rookie. And I know they'd probably just want to bring him up slowly, guys. Again, this is week 5. There's a lot of season left. But they're going to have to rely on him at this moment. I truly believe that offensive line, the best way to protect Herbert is to start running the damn ball. And we've really gone away from that. And that's really what Greg Roman is good at. So he's going to come out with, I would not be surprised, a lot of Matlock, a lot of maybe even 2 running back sets where you have maybe Amari Hampton and Hassan Haskins out there, maybe even Kamani Vidal. Start doing some short passes on the sides as well, too. Maybe leak in the middle, pass out to the side, into the flat. I am telling you, they're going to do something very different. And that's going to be the short pass game that they're going to go with, in my opinion. I think that's what they should do when the offensive line is not that good. The reason why I'm saying this is the good option is Amari Hampton had a great breakout game last week. But secondarily, it's an easy way when your offensive line is not playing great in pass protection, you can easily start getting yards on the ground, and Justin Herbert is out of harm's way. And I think that's really where the Chargers are probably thinking, okay, we got to come up with something to make sure Justin Herbert is healthy for the rest of the season. We cannot continue putting him in harm's way. I mean, I'm just telling you right now, he is not going to make him. Look at Jaden Daniels. He's finally coming back from his knee injury. And guys, quarterbacks get hit, but we don't want to see Justin Herbert get hurt. He gets hurt, the season's pretty much finite. Is that the right? Finito? Finite? You get what I'm saying. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. What do you think of these moves? Again, we're bringing more meat, tenderize that meat, everything that we talked about on this channel. Leave a comment down below. As always, Andrew Bullpros. See you guys in the next one.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.
Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night.